Welcome back, everybody. I'm Big Mac Davis here, and this is Chapter 12, Our Benefactors, of Half-Life 2, on the hard difficulty setting with all achievements unlocked. So, we have finally made it to breaching the Citadel itself. The Citadel which we have seen countless times throughout our adventures. We're about ready to breach once and for all. And oh my gosh, the Citadel just goes down into the earth forever. And then it goes up into the sky forever, it seems. So how are we supposed to get inside this beast of a building? Well, we're supposed to use these rocks to drop down from ledge to ledge. And then we're going to carefully jump to this slanted area. And then watch out for a head crab on the left side. There is a health pack in the head crab's cave, so grab that if you need to. So basically, what you want to do is walk onto the rusted pipe and then carefully jump onto the rising platform at the top of its rise, and then walk onto this ledge. And yeah, just look at this place, everybody. It just is enormous. I didn't know men could build such things. Now, be very careful as you navigate along here. You don't want to fall off the ledges. And you also don't want to be squished by that thing right there. So we'll just bypass it. And eventually, we enter out into this area of the Citadel. So basically there are holes in the floor now, which you don't want to fall into, because you will fall indefinitely. What I do is I look at the ground for the darker colored floor, and I just navigate along it. And eventually we come to the other side of the area. An incinerator. Anybody inside those pods will incinerate. And oh my gosh, it looks like we have to ride one of these pods. Well, let's be careful right here. The right track will take us to the incinerator, so we don't want to do that. So let's ride the left track pod, which takes us to an unknown location. So I like unknown locations. Yeah, that's not me bobbing up and down, that's the pod that I'm riding in that's bobbing up and down. So it looks like we're going to take a tour of the Citadel itself while we're riding inside of this pod. This place is just huge. enormous. I wonder how many years it took to build this citadel, because we've been gone for about 20 years. In stasis from the G-Man. Just look at those pods up there. I mean, human beings get put into those things. And then they just get mutated eventually into this thing right here on that bridge. And we see more of them, and a combined soldier watching over them, making sure they do their duties. It's like a beetle hive, a bunch of beetle shells everywhere. He looks so emaciated, an emaciated human being. And there goes the dropship containers filled with combined soldiers. And there goes 3 striders off to City 17 to kill my citizens. Too bad we can't kill them right now. And here is where we see how the gunships are made. It looks like they are welded together by the stalkers. Yeah, that's their name. The stalkers are the emaciated human beings. And speaking of, there goes a stalker train, probably full of human beings, going to be transformed into stalkers. And it looks like our ride is over inside the pod. We've entered into this field of some sort.
Security alert. Unregistered weapons detected. Confiscation field engaged.
Oh no! Grigori's shotgun! And my crowbar!
Warning. Conservationist singularity device detected.
Well, it didn't destroy the gravity gun.
Illegal conservationist singularity device detected. Deploy. Diagnose. Defect.
Yeah, as you see, our gravity gun, which used to be inorganic, has now become the organic gravity gun. We can suck and punt enemies now, this is one of my favorite chapters in the game for this reason, right here.
So, this is Dr. Freeman. At last. I wish I could say this was a pleasant surprise, but it's neither a surprise nor, as you will surely agree, very pleasant. Well, I am nothing if not pragmatic.
Yeah, just suck and punt with the gravity gun. That's basically what you do in these sections now to survive. That's so much fun to do.
Dr. Freeman. Under other circumstances, I like to think we might have been able to work together in an atmosphere of mutual trust and respect. Certainly, judging from your brief tenure at Black Mesa while I was its administrator, you showed every promise of becoming a valuable and productive contributor to the scientific process. And yet, I'm not sure what spurred you to it. But there is really no place in this enterprise for a rogue physicist.
I am not a rogue physicist, Breen. I am simply doing my duty as a human being to protect us from larger people that want to take control of us. So yeah, you may have noticed that I bypassed that battery that was on the ground. Well, there is no need for batteries anymore, because if you may have noticed, the HEV machines inside the Citadel will boost your health to 100, but will also now boost your suit to 200. So yeah, no need for the batteries anymore. They did serve a purpose, but now no more. And now we enter into this section, the Atomizer achievement. Right in front of me is the Atomizer, and you want to suck up and then punt 15 Combine soldiers into the Atomizer itself and incinerate them. There are 2 Atomizers in this Citadel. Okay, there's one that was incinerated, and then 2. There's 3. There's 4 and 5. There's 6 and 7. And there's 8. And there's 9. Well. There's 10, there's 11. Oh, come on, Combines. There we go. There's 12. There's 13. There's 14, and there's 15. And one more, for good measure. And once you do 15 Combine soldiers, that will unlock the achievement called Atomizer. Now, like I said, there is one other Atomizer in this Citadel where you can attempt the same achievement if you didn't get it from before, just now. Alright, let's move on. Well, I guess not over here. We gotta move on over here. Wherever it is. Ah, yes, this part. Now, there are 2 orange box exclusive achievements that I'm going to try for in this chapter right here that are not in the original Half-Life 2 achievement list. So, they're very difficult to get, so I will be right back. I'm going to save my game right now. Okay, so suck this out right here to lower down the shield. Really? Okay, there we go. So the 2 achievements I'm going for are Think Fast, where I must suck up an elite's energy ball and use it against him. And the second achievement is Conservationist, where I must use an energy ball to kill 5 enemies with it, with the same energy ball. Very difficult achievements, one right after the other. I'm going for Think Fast first. The idea is to lure an elite to your position. I almost had it there. Yeah, very difficult. Very difficult to do. There it is. I got Think Fast. Now I'm going for Conservationist. Right here. There it is. Right there. A perfect spot for both of those achievements if you're playing on the orange box for the Xbox 360. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Alright, so finally, with both those achievements unlocked, we can move on to the next section of the Citadel. And yeah, Breen won't say anything there.
Your mentors are partly to blame, of course. My disappointment in Eli Vance and Isaac Kleiner is far greater than my sorrow over your unfortunate choice of career path. In a way, I suppose you could not have done otherwise. Who knows what seeds of iconoclasm they planted when you were young and gullible, but while they certainly share a great part of the responsibility for the recent troubles, it is you alone who have chosen to act with such willful disregard for humanity's future.
Oh no, Dr. Breen, you are wrong there. Learn to bring some facts into your debate before you start the debate. I was in a stasis for 20 years by the G-Man, so whatever iconoclasm they planted in my brain, it's not from them. It's from the G-Man. And now we enter into this section of the game, the elevator section, where we're going to unlock the achievement called Hack Attack, where we must kill 5 enemies using the same man-hack. It's very difficult, but it's not impossible. I'm going to save my game a couple of times throughout this adventure of getting the achievement, so I will be right back. And here come those man-hacks. Okay, so right here, behind this pillar, I'm going to save my game once again because I don't want to redo any of these sections in case I mess up. So I will be right back again. So just use this pillar as a hold point. Alright, there's two. Let's get back to cover. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what you want to have happen for them to reload. And then buzzsaw them. Okay, so just two more to go. There's four. And there's five. Okay, so now let's finish this section once and for all. So eventually the enemies will stop coming until you press the button, and that will summon an elevator, but will also summon some more enemies to come for you. Okay, and we are done with this section, so we'll ride the elevator up. So yeah, the Hack Attack achievement is not that difficult to get as long as you use the pillar as a hold point and you don't let the enemies shoot the man-hack. Okay, so on your way up, there's going to be a number of Combine soldiers. That you'll want to kill. Boy, that was not good whatsoever. Now I'm really in trouble if I'm not careful as we continue to climb. Oh yeah, I love this. I'm not gonna save my game because I've already saved too many times. But I love this. Here we go. Yes! Oh.
Tell me, Dr. Freeman, if you can. You have destroyed so much. What is it exactly that you have created? Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
What kind of an argument is that? I mean, it's a one-sided conversation, and you ask a question, and I can't respond. It's like, to you guys who are watching this video right now, what makes Half-Life 2 so great? Can you guys name even one thing? I'm waiting for a verbal response. Well, I thought not. See? The same logic. It doesn't make any sense. And here it is, the second Atomizer. They give you 17 Combine soldiers, but you only need to throw 15 of them into the Atomizer itself in order to unlock the achievement called Atomizer. If you have not unlocked it in the previous Atomizer room, you can do so right now if you haven't done so.
I have laid the foundation for humanity's survival. And not as we have narrowly defined ourselves, but as something greater than we could ever imagine. Something we can now only begin to glimpse.
Not as we have narrowly defined ourselves, but as something greater. Is Dr. Breen a proponent of speeding up evolution, maybe? Oh, well then maybe Hitler was correct after all, right? I mean, same logic. Okay, so for this part, very important, what I like to do is hug the left wall and wait for 6 Combine soldiers to come for me, because there's something very evil at the far end of the walkway. And then, the next thing I want to do is peek out and get 4 more soldiers to come for me. Yes, as you probably heard, there's a strider at the other end, guarding the walkway. Okay, well that was all 4 soldiers. I killed 2 of them with the same soldier. So like before, with the snipers in City 17, you want to use the side areas as you go along the walkway until you get to where the strider is. Nope, he's still there. Sometimes, yeah, there we go. Run when his back is turned. And then from here, use these on the Strider. Yay! The Strider is dead.
Look, Gordon. Look at what you are throwing away. Is it worth it?
Why, yes, Dr. Breen, I say it is worth it. There. Have a Strider body. And yeah, you can disintegrate the legs. Alright, and we'll move on to the next section. It looks like we have to take another tour of the Citadel once again, with more of these pods. So, let's do it. Yeah, that was creepy. Those poor stalkers. Oh, I guess we're taking a detour. We're not going down the right path with all the rest of the stalkers. It looks like the camera took our picture, did not like what it saw, and now we're being summoned up higher in the Citadel. And these are enemies we have not even seen yet. Fight hard, my citizens. Fight hard. And we just keep on going up and up. The best view of City 17 in the entire game. Right there. Just a gorgeous view. And we just keep on going up and up, and we're starting to lose consciousness. Because we're going up too high. And that's it for this chapter. The next chapter, as you saw, is called Dark Energy. It's the final chapter in the entire game. And we're almost there. It's a very short chapter. We are almost done with the entire game, everybody. Just one more chapter to go. I wonder what the climactic finish is going to look like. Well, we shall find out in the next video. So until then, I'm Big Mac Davis here, and I shall see you guys in the final chapter. Take care, everybody.